Hey everybody! So today I'm going to show you my everyday makeup, and it's also slightly tweaked so that it's photo proof. This is the look. It's really simple. It's just what I've been wearing pretty much every day, and it's been requested to do an everyday makeup tutorial. But anyway, so I thought I'll let you guys see that. And the occasion that I made it kind of photo ready is because today I finally took my driver's license test, and I know I'm 21, kind of old. I finally got it done, so I took my driver's license test today, and I'll stop rambling and I'll just show you my picture because my main motivation for showing you guys what I wear every day in this tutorial was because I really liked how my DMV picture came out. So let me cover all the other material. That is my picture. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's holographic, but yeah, so that is it. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the tutorial. To start, I always use antibacterial. I got a bunch of antibacterial on sale around Black Friday from Bath & Body Works, because now I just use it every time before I use my makeup, because very often I won't use a brush and I don't want to put like bacteria from my hands into my compacts and then from there onto my face. That just sounds really gross. So now, since I'm too lazy to wash my hands, I always use antibacterial. So first, which this is like my favorite product lately, is the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Primer. I've done a review on that, and I'll put an annotation and a link down below. But I just take about this much, and that covers my entire face. So I just take all of this, rub it in between my fingers to warm it up, pat it into a couple of areas of my face, and then just rub in. Okay, so my face is a little red because I was rubbing it, but that will go away. Now for my foundation, I'm going to be using the MARC Speedway Foundation Stick. I used this in a lot of my videos in the beginning. Let me show it to you in case you didn't see those. But this is what it looks like. I'm at the bottom, if you can see, and I alternate my foundations very often, but lately I've been gravitating a lot towards this one and my Clinique Acne Solutions, which I put in my favorite beauty products of 2010. Again, everything that I mentioned will be in the description box. But I decided to use this one today because it's very mattifying. It's a cream to powder finish, so you don't have to put as much setting powder on top of it because it'll just last very long on its own. And also, I just think that, I think this looks better in pictures. So that's what I'm going to be using, and you can either use this with a brush and just, use a foundation brush and rub it on top, or you could dot it onto your face, use a foundation brush. But honestly, when I'm not doing tutorials, I usually just use my fingers. But anyway, so since this is my normal everyday face routine, I'm not going to edit it or anything. I'm just going to say exactly what I normally do. And honestly, I use my hands. So I just swipe it, a bunch of dots all around my face, and then I concentrate a bit under my eyes and a dot on top because I have discoloration and things like that. So I just rub it in, and this feels really powdery since it's a cream to powder finish. I know that's kind of mind-boggling. When I first heard that that's what it was like, I was like, huh, how does that work? But you can't really, honestly, you can't really know what it means to be cream to powder until you actually feel it, because it really does start to feel like powder the more you blend it in. If I were using my Clinique Acne Solutions, I would use my Physicians Formula Concealer Twins. But today, since I use this is a very buildable coverage, so I doubled this up as concealer also. So after I blended in everything for my initial run through, I just go back and add a little more where I think I need more coverage. So that's around my nose. And I put another dot under my eyes because I've just been really tired lately. And then one here, so I have a recovering blemish. I hate you, blemishes, I hate you. But anyway, so just pat that in. Instead of rubbing, pat it in so it stays more concentrated. That's what I do for my foundation. It's not much because I'm kind of when it comes to foundation, I'm kind of low maintenance. I don't have, I have some hyperpigmentation, but I don't have too much, so I don't focus as much on my foundation when it's just every day. When I'm filming, I usually put a little bit more because on camera, since it's like HD and stuff, you can tell more, but in person, I know it sounds weird, but on camera, I feel like I would look worse than I do in person. So in person, I put less. But anyway, so for the picture, I wanted to have a little bit more of a rosy glow, so I used 2 blushes. Normally, I use just this one, which is a MAC Beauty powder that's very pink. I've shown this to you guys in a million videos, and I'm sorry about that, but I just use it all the time. Though I got some new blushes for Christmas. This is one of the blushes I got for Christmas, so you'll see a little more variety from now on. But anyway, so I put this first, and then I put this on top. Though normally, I just put this. So here we go. This is a Smart shade from Almay. Yeah, it's the shade Pink Rose. So I just take a small amount. You really only need a very small amount. That much. And see how the color is like pink with slight red hints? Like when you blend it into your skin, it turns into an entirely different color because it picks it based on your skin. So this is how much I used. I take just a little dab of that, just half of it. And then I start from my iris outward and I rub that into my cheeks. So I take it from here and just rub it out. See how it's just like a rosy flush? And I'll blend that in a little in a second. I just want to do the other side before it settles. So taking it from the iris outward, because if you put it towards this section, then it's going to make your face look poofier. Which I learned that tip from Candy Johnson. She's amazing. If you guys don't watch her, I'll put her channel in the description box. So you see how that color turned into like a dusty rose? So now I'm just going to blend it in a little bit into like my hairline and stuff with my fingers. Feel free to use brushes if you don't like using your fingers, but I'm just being completely honest. I don't use brushes as much as it probably seems in my videos. I love my EcoTools brushes, and whenever I use brushes, I use EcoTools, but that's just the truth. But anyway, so now I'll put, oh, by the way, I put the cream blush first before I set my foundation because I don't want to mix too many textures. Like, I want to put all the creams on first and then put all the powders, because if not, I feel like it makes it look cakier. So anyway, so now I'll put the blush and then I'll set the rest of my face. Because since I'm putting blush on my cheeks, then that kind of sets that area, so I'm not going to go over it twice to avoid having like that powdery look. But anyway, so I just put some on my brush, just a little off, and then apply it over where I put the blush, where I put the Smart shade blush. Because then I just think it just brings the pink out a little bit more, but it also still has that like dusty rose, which is, you know what I mean by dusty rose? Where it's kind of like pink and gray at a baby. That's what I think of when I think of dusty rose. And now I just wipe off my brush a little. I keep saying blush instead of brush because I was talking about blush. But anyway, I take off some of that powder. And then lately I've been, setting my foundation with this from MAC. It's another beauty powder, because since I liked this one so much, I wanted to try another one. So I got this one from the Champagne, or was it Stylishly? Shoot, I don't remember. But I got a gift card to Macy's for Christmas, so I got 2 beauty powders. They were both from the same collection. One of the new ones from MAC, it's either Champagne or Stylishly Yours. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the description box. But this one is in Too Chic, and it looks like this. It's just a shimmery kind of golden color, and I'm very fair, so I use this actually to set my makeup, and I think it looks really nice. But like if you were like of a darker skin tone, I don't think this would necessarily work for everybody, because it might make you look like ashier, something like that. But anyway, so I got the Too Chic, and I really like it. And I alternate between setting my foundation with the Too Chic and with the Mark Magnificent blotting, what's it called? It's an oil-absorbing powder called the Magnificent, and I alternate between this one and that one. I decided to use this one today because since I was going to be taking my driver's picture, I wanted to make sure I had something that was a little light reflecting, but it wasn't too much. So that's why I didn't want to use a light reflecting foundation, because I thought it would make me look really white. But I still wanted to put a little bit of this light reflecting quality on parts of my face that I have more discoloration. And that is my chin, my nose area, a little bit underneath my eyes, and then on my forehead, which is basically just the middle of my face. I get more acne there, discoloration, things like that. So I just put that in those areas so that when I took a picture, the light would reflect off of that and it would look like I have less imperfections. So this is a NYX eyeshadow. I've been using it a lot for like a month and a half. It was in my big old haul. And yeah, so I use this set very often because it's just very velvety and it works very well with my skin. So the first thing that I do is I take the middle color and with my finger, honestly, just with my finger, I always use my fingers. But anyway, I just take from the middle shade and I cover my whole lid. So I just realized I probably should be zoomed in because like you can't really see what I'm doing. Okay, so now that you can actually see me, like see now, like it looks like I have much more like, what's it called? Hyperpigmentation. But like in real life, like this is like enough coverage that I use every day. But yeah, so damn you HD. But anyway, so now I'm going to be using this dark chocolate color, and I just take a different finger, take a small amount, and I just use that on the outer corner. And then I just take a little more and bring it into the crease. And the same on the other eye. So now for my highlight, I'm just going to take that light color there with a different finger, pat it into the corner, and then I take a white eyeliner. This is the Mark No Place to Run, and if it'll ever focus, well, it doesn't want to focus, but it just says Mark No Place to No Place to Run, and it is the shade White On, and I use this just to get right here. And then I just blend it in a little bit with my finger. And I use this white eyeliner in my inner corner there because it just lasts forever. I mean, it's called literally No Place to Run because it lasts for several hours, so that no matter what, I always have that highlight. Now, honestly, I rarely do a brow highlight. So now I'm going to take this eyeliner, and this is the this is the Rimmel Spark It Up, and in the shade 300 Ultraviolet. I'm not sure if you can still get these. I think you can. I got this like 2 years ago, but it's just a kind of purpley color. And I just take this and I tight line above. And that just kind of darkens my upper lash line. So now I'm going to take this felt tip eyeliner. Focus. Okay, my camera does not want to focus anymore. But this is just a felt tip eyeliner, and it is in the shade brown. I believe that's what, yeah, it's in the shade dark brown. It's from Physicians Formula. And it kind of looks like a pen. So I just use that on the outer corner just to create a small wing. And I only really do it on the outer half of my lid where I have like the dark color. So now I'm going to put on mascara. I'm using my new favorite mascara. It's the GrowLuscious from Revlon. This is in the shade Blackened Brown, and I wear this pretty much every day, but I made sure to especially wear this today when I was taking the picture because I figured just in case I fail and I get emotional and cry, then my mascara won't run down my face. And I get emotional a lot. But anyway, so I thought I would plan that ahead of time. So it's a big, huge wand, and I just wiggle it through my lashes. Honestly, most of the time I don't use a lash curler unless it's for one of my usual tutorials. But I just really like how my lashes look even when I don't curl them. So I rarely do. And I take a little on my bottom lash. So that is almost it. Now I forgot to do my brows earlier. I used this from Physicians Formula. It's the They always have such long names. It's the Shimmer Strips Custom Eyeliner, Eyeshadow, and Highlighter for brown eyes. And I just take this brown section and I just sparsely add in some color so it's a little fuller and darker. So it's not too much of a difference, it just defines my eyes a little. So I just comb it so that it all blends together. And I put a chapstick on top. This is Burt's Bees because it's a wax, so I just put a little bit sparsely on it so it keeps my brows in place. Now for the lips, my lips change pretty much every day because I think that's the product that I have the most like variety of. I have a lot of lip products, so I pretty much change that every day, but considering today was my driver's test, I took a little more thought into it and I used just a lip pencil and a chapstick because I thought I wouldn't have time to really fuss over my lips, so I literally just put this on so I would have some color, because I figured by the time the test was over and if I passed and I got to take my picture, then I wouldn't have, like my lip gloss and stuff would have worn off by then. So I just used this, and it is from Revlon. I've tried around Christmas time I got a lot of things from Revlon because I've just heard so much about the brand and now I see why it's so popular. But anyway, so it's a Revlon ColorStay lip liner in the shade Blush. So it looks like that. And I just literally just draw onto my lips as if it were like a crayon. Okay, so that's what I did. And then I just put a little lip balm and I just dropped it. I'm always dropping this one. The EOS and Summer Fruit. Okay, so whenever I had a little extra time, I would put some on top. Because if you just wear a lip liner, it's going to make your lips look a little drier. So the last thing I do is I spray on my Mark Mist Opportunity. This is the travel size bottle, and it's just a makeup setting spray and an olive toner and refresher. And that is it. That is all I do for my everyday makeup. I tweaked it a little bit with this photo in mind, but in general, that's just what I do. So in the comments below, make sure to leave, what should you leave? I guess just your thoughts on it. Do you like this look? Do you like the products? Have you tried the products? Just say something in the comments below because I love reading your comments and I love responding to them. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you later. Bye.